South Carolina's Grand Strand plays host to another weekend of racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway in the Wheeling All-American NASCAR Series. It's a special day at the racetrack as the Palm School, located right across the street from us, is building a brand new building over on Cox Ferry Road. And in doing so, they're having a fundraiser here today to get funds to not only build that building, but to open it greatly.
Today, I think marks are getting out and taking the energy, the excitement of what we're doing, and letting the community know our students are getting the real thing, getting the real deal, being a part of a program where they're working with the cars, building the cars, getting to the track, working with a professional race team, so that when they're ready to step out in the real world, they've got it.
It's a great program for kids not only to get their high school education, but also to, have that foundation so that when they come out of high school, they've already got some experience where they can, start the job, work in the workforce and everything. And, they can choose to go on to college and build even further on this program.
We're so happy that one of the Palm students who started coming to this racetrack over 7 years ago as just a little kid finally won a race in our last event. Alex Hicks happens to be with us, and now he's out in the field working for Barry Elvis, fabricating race cars and applying the knowledge that he learned at Palm.
Oh man, it's definitely a lot of time in the shop and getting the car ready. And I don't know if it was just a horseshoe. We had a horseshoe under us, or what it was, but the car was really good that night.
Usually, when you get on a roll, though, and you win one, it becomes repeatable. Can you keep the car under you now and keep it performing at the level it was when you took the checkers?
I definitely sure hope so. Today's definitely a big day because I feel like now we've got something to prove. To prove maybe that it wasn't just one lucky night. Two in a row would be great.
Like when I was younger, I'd come and watch my cousin race for years and years, and we didn't have something like this when I was young. I would have loved to have been a part of a school like this myself. So my cousin, he raced here at Myrtle Beach. His kids have raced at Myrtle Beach. They didn't have the advantage of attending a school like this. They could have, the places they could have gone and how they could have expanded their career had they had the opportunity to attend Palm Charter School. It's a great foundation for the sport.
This August, we plan to get into our new facility. We are needing at least $50,000 to open up those doors. And we've been reaching out to a number of individuals in the community to say, hey, believe in what we're doing, believe in our vision, help us out. One of those individuals has been Mark Lazarus, and Mark has stepped out and he believes in what we're doing, has really given us some financial support. He was a major sponsor with the number 30 you see behind me, and has really propelled us to be able to do what we're doing here today. So we're looking for other like individuals to really give us that support. If you want to be able to give that message to individuals and the students, you got to be able to model it. So that's what we're out here, showing the community that we model that dedication to run our program.
Stay tuned for NASCAR racing here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's NASCAR short track racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And it's brought to you by NASCAR Racing Experience, the true NASCAR driving experience here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Daytona 1, performance and beyond. Renegade Race and Performance Fuels. Bell & Bell. Buick GMC, the official vehicles of Myrtle Beach Speedway. Petty's Garage, performance vehicles since 1949. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Visit myrtlebeach.com. Husqvarna, Cannon small engine specialist, located in nearby Conway. Hoosier Racing Tires, tires designed for champions. WPDE, ABC 15, for the PD and South Carolina's Grand Strand. CarQuest Auto Parts, great people, great products, great prices.
Fun for everyone. The Horry County Fair at the Myrtle Beach Speedway, April 20th through the 29th.
This year's Horry County Fair will be bigger and better than ever.
Where families can bond, youth can learn, and all can make lifelong memories.
with amazing rides, agricultural exhibits, free live entertainment daily, and great fair food.
Check out all our great theme days at the fair. Go to mvspeedway.com. The Horry County Fair, presented by Visit Myrtle Beach.
Black's Tire knows that it's hard to find someone you trust with your vehicle. That's why we invest in our people. We train our ASC certified technicians to be the best in the business. We trust our staff with our own family safety. And we offer only quality tires from Goodyear, Cooper, Michelin, and more. When it comes to keeping your vehicle in top shape longer, we are in this together. Black's Tire and Auto Service. Let's go together. Online at blackstire.com.
Black's Tire and Auto Service. Let's go!
All right, at that second line, racing action underway at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Bob Walker, that gold open-wheeled number 88, had the early lead, but very rapidly, Michael Elliott, that number 12, has taken over the top spot. Racing action at the front of the modified division. Royal and that blue number 1 making a pass on the outside. Looks like he will complete it going into turn number 3. He passes Elliott. Now Elliott has to worry about Walker on the outside as well. Coming out of turn 4, Royal and Walker take over first and second. And Elliott, that number 12, has had to drop back to third place. Back to green flag racing, and Walker takes the outside in that copper or gold colored 88. Jay Royal falls into second place in the blue number 1. And Michael Elliott again on the outside in that primer colored patina number 12, trying to make a pass on the outside of Royal. Coming out of turn 2, it's going to be a drag race to 3. Royal pulls ahead, takes the position. Johnny O'Neill appears to be riding in 4th, but he's actually our lead car in our sedan or closed wheel division. That's 67 Camaro. All right, green flag back in the air. Michael Elliott again. Great restart on the inside. Five laps to go. Elliott, the 12-year leader, followed close by Walker and Royal. That's for open-wheel modified. Johnny O'Neill. And that red Camaro is your lead sedan car. It does, and Elliott jumps out to a 2 or 3 car length lead heading into turn number 2. Michael Elliott picks up the win, open wheel modified, and Johnny O'Neill picks up the win in our sedan division.
Yeah, I'd also like to dedicate this race to my little girl Avery. It's her second time coming out. This is what it's about, kids, making them, we get where they can move up. The new Palmetto Series they got coming up makes that available for you. If you want to do some research on it, Palm Charter School, great group of guys over here to work with.
Hey, family and friends is what it's all about. Yeah, Charles.
I would like to give the race to the Crybaby Jay.
What'd you say? Grow up. Grow up. Let's see what the tower has to say.
Mike, has the tower made a decision?
The tower just told me that the blue car won the race. He jumped to start twice. I mean, that's just what the tower told me. Crybaby or truth teller? All right, let's go. All right, guys. Hey, you can't even drive them. Let's go.
What kind of fun can you have
another race
on a Sunday afternoon at Myrtle Beach other than having family, friends, and an argument?
There you go.
Bell & Bell Buick GMC is at the Big Red Bell in Little River and all the way to here. GMC Commercial Line, Sierra, Yukon, Acadia, Terrain, Buick Enclave, Envision, Encore, LaCrosse, Regal, Cascada, Pre-Owned. Bell & Bell has the vehicle for you and will make your shopping experience fun and easy. Come to Bell & Bell Buick GMC today and see the difference. All roads lead to Bell & Bell.
Green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Early on, Sam Yarborough pushes on the outside, trying to take that lead position away from Matt Cox. He's got a half a car on him as they enter into turn 3, but Cox will probably battle back coming into 4. Try to maintain that position and not give Yarborough room enough to make the pass, but Yarborough makes it. Settles into the lead. Matt Cox in second, Justin Milliken in third. Barking at the back bumper of Matt Cox. On the inside of Milliken is Chad McCumbee. On the outside of him is Ed Williams. Yarborough maintains the lead. Matt Cox in second, Milliken third. McCumbee and Williams running door to door for 4th place. A little more racing action further back in the field. Kevin Parsons has got a group running about 10th place. Big Ed Williams making a hard charge, first to the outside, now to the inside. A little chrome horn working on the back bumper of Matt Cox, moved him out of the way. Now he's working on the outside of Sam Yarborough. Another little kiss from that bumper, saying, hey, I'm here. I'm faster than you. Here I come on the inside, making his way to the front. Big Ed's going to make the pass, coming out of 4, and he's going to lead that lap in that black number 10 car. Directly behind them, Chad McCumbee and Lucas Williams.
And Lucas Williams could make it a family affair, as both of those drivers, father and son, could be running in the top 5 momentarily.
Very close racing action for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place. You could throw a blanket over all 6 of those cars. Matt Cox regains that momentum on the outside line, completes that pass, and takes 2nd place all to himself. On the outside behind him is Chad McCumbee looking for 3rd. Inside of him, Sam Yarborough has fallen back. It seems that once the tire pressures on these cars came up to where they needed to be for their long run, Yarborough has dropped back just a little bit. Big Ed is out front and he's checked out. He's got an 8-9 car length lead on the backstretch. Chad McCumbee taking over 2nd place, maybe making that decision right now, whether he wants to try to run Big Ed down now or whether he's going to wait and see if he can reel him in through attrition, tire wear, long-term setup. The best racing on the track right now is for 4th place. Ed Williams still your leader. Chad McCumbee in 2nd, Matt Cox in 3rd. Ed Williams still your leader. Almost has a straightaway between himself and the 2nd place driver of Chad McCumbee. Lucas Williams on the inside, making the pass on Justin Hicks, trying to take over that 3rd position. He's got the inside line. This colder weather seems to be working well for the Williams family. Laps into our 75-lap late model stock car feature race. Ed Williams still has about a half a straightaway on the entire field. Chad McCumbee leads the rest of the pack, the 2nd pack. Lucas Williams on the outside though, trying to work up to 2nd place. And he makes the pass and comes in 2nd place with that Marshall's Marine Chevrolet. McCumbee falls to 2nd, Hicks is in 3rd, Hicks is in 4th, Ryan Glinsky in 5th, but he's got Matt Cox on his inside battling for that position. The rest of the field has essentially spread out. Now 20 laps in, we're looking at strategy. How do these teams have these cars set up? Which drivers have not called on their car to be fast yet. They're just making laps, trying to save their tires so that they will have tread and traction left in the late stages of this race. At our halfway point, Ed Williams is still our leader. Matt Cox working on the inside of Lucas Williams, trying to take over that second place, and he may complete the pass on this lap. Cox maintains the inside coming out of turn number 4, and he will take over that second position. Cross flags are in the air, so we're halfway through. 38 laps gone in our 75-lap feature late model stock car race at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Now the question is, can Matt Cox reel Ed Williams in? Williams has set a blistering pace. His lap times have been very consistent. They have fallen off some, but obviously he's fallen off at the same rate that all of the other racers have because they haven't really been able to gain any ground on him. Matt Cox is the next person to try to do so. Lucas Williams was unable to catch up. So now Matt Cox in second, all alone in that Black's tire, number 51 Chevrolet. It looks like Chad McCumbee and that red and black RET Ford is going to complete the pass on Lucas Williams. He does have that inside position that has worked better for completing passes on the exits of turns. Passing out of turn 2 and out of turn 4 has been the name of the game today with a colder racetrack. In the past, we've seen a lot of passes that would happen at the entry into turn number 3. The handling seems to be going away on Ed Williams' number 10 car. He is coming up on lap traffic, so we'll see if that lap traffic and that change in pace has any effect at the rate that Matt Cox is gaining on Ed Williams. Cox has essentially caught up to him at this point and is going to start working on that back bumper, picking his line. With lap traffic coming up, the question will be, where will Matt Cox get the faster line? Big Ed Williams so loose coming out of turn number 4. He almost had a 4-wheel slide going on, so it looks as if he has completely worn his tires out. So Matt Cox passes Williams coming out of turn number 2, and we have a new leader. No surprise, because in this range of laps, this 45 to 65 laps was where Matt Cox was the fastest back in February at our icebreaker race here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. So Cox and his team obviously having a good cold weather setup and running a little better strategy today, maybe withholding a little bit, saving some tires that allow him to be a little more competitive or a little faster. Matt Cox, your leader, dealing with lap traffic. Scarpelli on the backstretch. Chad McCumbee has passed Ed Williams for second place now and has set his sights on Matt Cox. All 3 of our top 3 cars, first, second, and third place, Matt Cox, Chad McCumbee, and Sam Yarborough, all have RET Racing engines inside of them. So they are essentially teammates. The 20 and the 16 work out of the same garage, but they also offer support to Matt Cox in that 51. So no surprise if one of these cars is fast today that all 3 of these cars are fast today. They do share setup information, and they share a common engine builder at RET. Elliott Trucking is a sponsor on that McCumbee vehicle. 20 laps to go in our 75-lap feature race, late model stock. Cox is still out front, followed by McCumbee and Yarborough. Ed Williams has fallen back to fourth. Lucas Williams is our fifth place car. Ryan Glinsky sixth. Justin Milliken seventh. Justin Hicks eighth. Jeremy McDowell ninth, and Will Burns is 10th to round out our top 10. Matt Cox still maintaining 3 car lengths over McCumbee, and McCumbee maintaining 4 or 5 car lengths over Sam Yarborough in third. Completing lap number 65 now, so our final 10 laps. 10 laps to go here at our 75 lap feature. We've been caution free. I hope I'm not putting a jinx on the field. Outstanding racing action all the way through the field all day. You can see the difference in strategy team to team has had a significant impact in the early, middle, and later parts of this race. Cox still maintaining the lead over McCumbee, who maintains second over Sam Yarborough. Ed Williams and Justin Milliken now battling for that fourth position. Justin Milliken completes that pass over Ed Williams, takes over fourth position by himself. There's a huge, almost more than a straightaway distance between himself and the third place car, Sam Yarborough. He's following in the tire tracks of his teammate, Chad McCumbee, who has a windshield full of Matt Cox. I'm not sure if McCumbee is going to have anything for Matt Cox. I feel like with 5 laps to go that McCumbee would have tried to at least put some pressure on Cox at this point. But it seems like Yarborough is making his move from third to compete with McCumbee for that second place position. This lap car may make a difference. It did cause Matt Cox to break his momentum briefly. That's Rizzo and the number 8 car being lapped. Matt Cox still your leader, McCumbee in second. Sam Yarborough in third, and looking on the inside of McCumbee now. So Yarborough is going to go to the inside of his teammate and car owner. Matt Cox having trouble going into turn number 1. That car is not under power, it doesn't look like, but we have a new leader. Chad McCumbee takes over, and immediately Sam Yarborough is on his bumper looking for the pass. And now we have a 2-car race going into our final 3 laps of the race. McCumbee battling his teammate Sam Yarborough. The 16 versus the 20. Coming out of turn number 2, Yarborough has been getting a really good entry into turn number 3. Let's see if he can push that on the outside and maybe gain a little bit. Matt Cox has retained. McCumbee doing a great job of keeping Sam Yarborough behind him. I'm looking at Yarborough's car, and it is more loose than Chad McCumbee. So every time they come out of turn 4, Sam Yarborough's car is a little sideways, whereas Chad McCumbee is able to maintain a more standard race line. So I'm not sure that there's going to be enough tires left here for Sam Yarborough to make any sort of a press on Chad McCumbee. White flag in the air. McCumbee takes that white flag. He's got 2 car lengths between himself and Sam Yarborough, and it looks like Yarborough will not be able to compete with Chad McCumbee. McCumbee in third all by himself, 2 car lengths clear. Coming out of turn number 4, he sees the checkered flag in hand, and Chad McCumbee is your winner.
Here's what sidelined Matt Cox. See the bearing? It basically seized up after it burned itself up inside the rear housing of the carrier on the quick change. So it was a mechanical problem rather than a problem with the engine. I know that one man that's got to be happy is the man that built all 3 of the motors. Surprisingly, Matt Cox was the leader. You had a trio of cars running up front, and a mechanical problem sidelines the 51.
Well, we all had a good race, and I was real proud of everybody, what they did. And I just hate this happened to Matt. I think he had a good car, and I know he had a good car, and but at least we didn't lose the engines, and everything can be fixed, and everybody's safe. Good day.
Well, you've got to be proud of what you've accomplished with all these cars.
Well, I am, and there's a lot of work that goes on besides me. You know, that only thing I do is the engines.
Chad, this has always got to be a special moment. It's close to home. The home folk can see you, and of course your dad's here, your mom's here, everybody's here. This is always a family deal.
Yeah, it really is. You know, that's what motorsports is about and what it needs to always stay about. But well, it's been a lot of hard work over the last few weeks, heck all year this year. You know, Sam and all the guys at the shop worked their butts off. We keep trying different stuff. This was a totally different package, and it wasn't as good as our normal stuff. I really hate that happened to Matt. That's a heartbreaker. Him and Sam were going to end up 1-2 there, and that would have been good for points. So hate that for those guys. I don't know exactly what happened, but it looked like something that was coming up for a while. So he had the class of the field car-wise. It was really good, and this is good, but we still need some tweaks on it.
You said something was coming up. Matt, come on over for a second. We just explained what happened to your car, which it was not an engine problem. He says he detected something following you. What did you think it was?
Well, I wasn't sure. I seen some fluid early in the race, and it just kept getting a little worse. And man, if it would have just held on for 10 more laps there for him, I hate that, you know. And I seen it get really, really bad the last couple of laps, and I didn't know what was getting ready to happen. But he obviously did a great job, you know, keeping it straight with all the oil poured out from under it, and unfortunately didn't get the finish he deserved. But certainly proud of our whole organization. Really good effort today.
Okay, Matt, let's come on over here, because he saw and detected something going wrong with your car, and then all of a sudden it went boom, boom. And I know you were disappointed. Tell us what it was like in the car and what you felt.
Yeah, it was. We had a good car, you know, and you know, that's all part thanks to Chad and all. You know, they gave me a good car today. Just misfortune. Rear end just let go in it and burned the rear end up and it come apart. But it's just how it is. We'll go back and fix it and come back again.
It's got to be disappointing for you, but a very happy occasion for Chad. Yeah, it looked like the main shaft that came through, the bearing burned up for lack of some lubrication, and then it seized up in the rear cover housing.
Yeah, no, it looked like he was losing some fluid early on in the race, but it was slick out there. I actually enjoyed those guys jumping out and picking up the pace. I can't stand all this riding stuff that we have to do at here, and I'd rather run as hard as you can from green to checkered, and it was a lot closer to that this week, and I appreciate those guys doing that. I had a plan to do it the whole time anyway, so that's the way racing ought to be. None of that riding stuff. We all just go.
Do you have the need for speed? It's as real as it gets. Do you have what it takes?
We are underway racing in our Charger division. Randall Roberts has a good initial start to the race and jumps out 3 car lengths quickly on Brian Owens. Roberts, a many-time winner and previous champion here at Myrtle Beach Speedway and around the region. No surprise that he ends up at the front of our field as he's returned back here to racing and takes over the lead on the drop the green flag. Racing now. The best race on the track is for 3rd place. Travis Truitt and Kevin Ellis racing door to door for that 3rd place position. Ellis completes the pass. And that bright orange number 23, Randall Roberts still the leader. Followed by Brian Owens. Roberts maintaining about 3 or 4 car lengths between himself and Owens. This being a 30-lap race, they are on used tires. These are not brand new tires. Travis Truitt is moving up. This is his first year in Charger division here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, so it's fantastic to see him competing so early on as he's moved up in divisions. There's usually a learning curve whenever a racer moves up to a faster division race car. So Owens gained that ground on Randall Roberts, but he's not been able to get any closer. Alex Hicks working on Truitt at this point, going out of turn number 2, the 88 versus the 4. Alex Hicks actually picked up his first win ever at Myrtle Beach Speedway at our last Charger race. So it's no surprise that he's up in our top 5 competing at this point. But our top 5 seems to have evened out and spread out now. No one seems to be gaining on the car in front of them. Maybe Owens has gained just a little bit on Randall Roberts up front. It seems like every time Owens gets closer to Roberts, Roberts checks out just a little bit and maintains that same distance. It seems like Owens is a little better in 3 and 4, and Randall Roberts is a little better in 1 and 2, but nonetheless, all 5 cars in the top 5 are getting just a little bit tighter and tighter as the laps wear on. I don't know if that means that our lead couple of cars are slowing down or our 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars are speeding up. But it seems like the field bunches together in 3 and 4 and spreads out a little bit coming out of turn number 2. Tire wear is definitely going to play into it. We are a little over halfway through our 30-lap feature here in Charger. So as those tires begin to wear, and these are used race tires. These are not brand new tires. These guys start the race on a used tire. These are biased ply tires, so they don't have the resiliency that you are accustomed to seeing watching NASCAR Cup or Xfinity racing. Kevin Ellis has closed in his 3rd place position right on the back of Brian Owens and looks on the inside trying to make that move. Driving that car down on the inside of turn 4, it got loose. So he lost a little bit of that momentum, but he's able to make it back up in the middle of turn 1 and 2. On the inside of Owens coming out of 2, looking for that 2nd place position on the back stretch. Unable to complete the pass, but he's still looking inside, going to maintain that line. Little wiggle goes loose, but he's still on the inside of Owens. Trying to get that 2nd place position, trying to catch up to Randall Roberts. He does complete the pass coming out of turn 2, and he brings Travis Truitt with him. So we got Randall Roberts, Kevin Ellis, Brian Owens, and Travis Truitt, and Alex Hicks, our top 5. Racing action for 3rd place. Travis Truitt on the inside of Brian Owens, gets a little loose and slides up in front of him. Owens finds the brakes and stays out of him. Outstanding job by Owens there, staying on top of it, getting on that brake pedal and preventing contact between himself and Truitt. Hudson's moved up and starting to make a race out of it as well. Avery Moore in that 30 is lap traffic, so all of our top 6 are going to be able to make the pass on the inside of him. All right, so 26 laps have been completed. 4 laps to go in our Charger feature race. Green flag is in the air. Randall Roberts off to the early lead. Basically only gets 1 car length out in front of the field, whereas at the start of the race, he was able to get 3 or 4. Kevin Ellis in that orange 23 up to his back bumper had to take the outside line to maintain his momentum. That may have slowed him down just a bit. Alex Hicks in the 88 and Travis Truitt in the 4 competing for 3rd place as Roberts pulls out 2 or 3 car lengths ahead of the field, maintaining the same lead that he had the entire race so far. So Roberts your leader, Ellis in 2nd, Hicks in 3rd. Tim Wright has now moved up into 4th place in that bright blue and orange number 1 car, as Travis Truitt has fallen back just a little. We're coming back around to the white flag, and Randall Roberts is again putting distance between himself and the rest of the field. Kevin Ellis in second, but he's got Alex Hicks in that blue 88 on his outside coming out of turn 4. Ellis very, very loose as he exits 4. White flag in the air. Final lap in our Charger division. Kevin Ellis on the inside of Alex Hicks for second. Randall Roberts all alone out in front. Chris Granger in that 11 has made a hard charge through the field. And Randall Roberts is your winner.
Well, it looks like old Randall out there. 70, black car, running at the front. You haven't lost anything.
Well, we lost it for a while, but maybe we'll get it back.
Too bad old Biggin isn't out here to see you this afternoon.
Yeah, I miss old Bigham. He was good to us while we were racing.
How many championships did you win for Biggin?
8.
8 championships with his previous car owner. But it's good to have him back, but I see you still got the Brinsons involved with you with the Western Auto.
Yeah, give it a big shout out to Hoyt. He's been having some bad health issues, but he pulls for us all the time, and he keeps helping him on the car.
Congratulations to Randall Roberts winning here at Myrtle Beach in the 2018 season.
Green flag is in the air. Barry Elvis looked like he spun his tires just a little bit and had a little wiggle in that truck. It caused him to lose momentum, and Clay Thomas has checked out already. 2 car lengths, 3 car lengths, 4 car lengths down the backstretch, and Clay Thomas has gotten that lead. Second place, Barry Elvis on the outside, Willie Granger on the inside. Granger has all kinds of company on his back door. Gartner in that 44 and Tyler Howell in that 22. All battling for position while Clay Thomas continues to lead. Gartner trying to work on that back bumper of Willie Granger. Tyler Howell on the outside of Granger. Granger takes over third place all to himself, followed by Howell and Gartner. Clay Thomas maintains that 3 car lengths in front of Barry Elvis. Barry Elvis in that black and red number 4. Willie Granger in that white and blue number 9. Tyler Howell in the white and black number 22. Trouble in turn 3. All of a sudden, Barry Elvis on the brakes and dives on the pit road. So some sort of problem with that truck. Clay Thomas continues to lead. That bumps Willie Granger and the entire field up in position. So Granger in second. Looks like he's battling a loose race truck. Gartner in third. Steve Zacharias now has made the pass and has moved up to 4th place. That Clemco Motorsports number 38 truck. Adam McCumbee on the inside of Tyler Howell now is the only race going on the racetrack. That's for 5th position. McCumbee looks like he'll complete the pass coming off turn 2, but he's got a battle for it down the back stretch. Entering into 3, Howell's on the outside, McCumbee on the inside. They maintain door to door all the way down the front stretch. No change in the leaders ahead. So the race right now is for 5th place, and Adam McCumbee looks like he's got the position. Pulls up in line in front of Howell. Clay Thomas still our leader. Willie Granger still in second. Granger is slowly catching up to Thomas. Running very different race line than Thomas on that lap. It looked like Thomas taking a tight line on the exit, and Willie Granger going up higher, letting the truck roll a little more freely. Zacharias still working on Gartner for 3rd place. On the inside of Gartner now in the entry into turn number 1, looking to hold that position. He's got him door to door. He's coming off turn 2. It's going to be a drag race down to 3. Gartner on the outside again. Able to hold the position so far, but Zacharias on the inside. Looking for a fast line, trying to maintain that position. Both drivers doing a great job driving each other very cleanly. Willie Granger, meanwhile, has caught up to Clay Thomas. He's right on that back bumper every time they enter into turn 3. Looks like Thomas has a little bit better turn in the middle of 1 and 2 and exiting 2, but then whenever we get to turn 3 and get in the middle of the turn, Granger makes up distance and pulls up to the back bumper of Thomas every lap. So he's slowly chipping away at that lead. Zacharias unable to complete the pass on Gartner, so Gartner settles back in on 3rd place. You got to feel like tire wear is playing into this. Talked to some of the drivers before the race, and the tires that they had did not seem to be set up for a long run, to say the least. So tire wear and a loose race truck are definitely going to be an issue right now. 9 laps to go. Clay Thomas is still our leader. Granger still continues to chip away at him. He's staying about 1 truck length away. A better entry into 3, while Thomas has a better exit off turn number 2. Zacharias still on the inside of Sean Gartner, working on 3rd place. So our top 3, Clay Thomas, Willie Granger, Steve Zacharias, and now Adam McCumbee has passed for 4th place, dropping Sean Gartner back to 5th. White flag is in the air for our leader, Clay Thomas. It doesn't look like anyone will get close enough to challenge at this point, barring any sort of issue. Clay Thomas in turn 3, no problems at all, no lap traffic and no threats from behind. And Clay Thomas is our leader, our winner.
You're in a class by yourself practically.
Well, not really. You know, he's all over my back bumper there, and I knew they were coming every lap, and I was really was up on the wheel about every lap, trying to keep her straight up off the corner. And I probably shouldn't say that, but anyhow, they know what I'm doing. They're not stupid. But yeah, it was a heck of a race. Again, I give it to the guys that make it possible for me to do this, and the owner, KT, for letting me do this, and great sponsors that I have coming here to the race and let me have race.
Well, congratulations again on your victory here. One thing I have to say about you, you've been very, very consistent over the years.
Yeah, consistency is what it's all about. It might not get you that lap, but I think when you run 30, 40, 50, or 100 laps, it'll put you there at the end.
This year is 35 years since I first saw him over at the old Florence I-95 Raceway.
Yeah, that was a day or two, wasn't it? And I feel it sometimes. But it's still great. I still love it. And as long as somebody let me do it, I'm going to do it.
Clay Thomas, your winner here in the Super Trucks at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's NASCAR short track racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And it's brought to you by NASCAR Racing Experience, the true NASCAR driving experience here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Shalot Electric Stores, the area's best choice for all of your electric needs. Palm Charter High School, the only motorsports high school in the nation. Black's Tire and Auto Services, tires and auto repair in North and South Carolina. There's a location near you. Ocean Lakes Family Campground in Myrtle Beach, named the 2017 Mega Park of the Year. Darlington Raceway, the track too tough to tame, home of the Southern 500. Circle K, take it easy.